So I have with me an Aussie wrestling pioneer, one of the unsung heroes of the true women's revolution. This is Tenille Dashwood, known as Emma. How are you enjoying Las Vegas so far this weekend?
Love Vegas. I actually used to live here, so it's nice to be back. And it's kind of just had a newborn baby, so get out a little bit with my husband, and got the babysitters. My mom is Nan. So yeah, it's been nice to see all the fans and have a little fun.
Brilliant. Love to see that. You, as well as many others who got into this business, found their way into Calgary, got trained up in Canada. You were trained with the Storm Academy.
Yes.
And got your first, I don't know if it was your first taste of national television time. It was on Lance Storm's World of Hurt, which is very tough enough adjacent.
Very simple.
You were featured quite often, as the sweet, bubbly girl that I can't remember which guy it was, kept trying to flirt with, but...
was it Carlo Cannon?
Yeah, it's like it wasn't Sylvester Lafort. I don't want to slander him. How was the experience, not only of training in on a different continent, but doing it in front of cameras?
Yeah, wrestling had been my dream since I was a little girl, so to be able to get like that professional training with like Lance Storm as my trainer was kind of the start of the dream coming true. And then at the time I had moved over to Calgary when I was 19 years old, so I was like a baby still, and that was my first time traveling overseas, and I was just full of excitement. And so to be able to train and to be on TV and have that kind of platform to kickstart my career was really awesome for me, and I like really embraced the opportunity and made friends, and first wrestling gear from overseas and all of that. It was like everything was really fun and exciting.
Well, you obviously impressed people because you did find your way to, not only did you find your way to the WWE and the NXT brand, you were there to change what women's wrestling was, because they did go away from the models who were learning to wrestle, and you brought the skill, the wrestlers who were showing star power from the very beginning. Your experience with NXT, wrestling with Paige, I was trying to figure out whether to call her Saraya. It was, I have to imagine, a completely different world. How was the adjustment going from, again, training up in Calgary to, okay, here's a performance center?
Yeah, so I think I was 22 when I first got offered my contract, and it was before NXT, even it was FCW back then in Tampa. I won my contract at an open tryout, so that was pretty awesome for me to be picked as the person that got the contract. People came from around the world for that. So that was like already an awesome start, dream come true. I got my visa, live in America, wrestle, so that was awesome. Then Performance Center was just like this next level facility where everything just felt like bigger and better, and I was just really lucky that my career kind of took off pretty quickly, I would say, and I had obviously that foundation training with Lance and that knowledge going into it, so it really helped. And before, I think I was one of the quickest people to go from like start to onto TV, and I was really fortunate to have those cool matches with Saraya, Paige, like that storyline we had, the first women's championship, the first live pay-per-view for NXT. It was just like a lot of cool milestones in wrestling, and we were the forefront of that, so that was really special to me to have that. And still to this day people come up and talk to me about it, so yeah, that makes me feel good. I love it.
That's brilliant. I would talk your ear off for like an hour, but I know we got to keep moving here. Do you have anything you want to plug? Anything you need people to check out?
Well, really, I have a 6-week-old baby.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. And so I'm not really wrestling right now. It's hard to say that I won't again, because it's me, and I just love to wrestle. So we'll see what happens there. But really, our social media is just what we're focusing on right now, and that's kind of our job, really. So it's at Tenille Dashwood is my Instagram, and we're just making some like fun, light-hearted, relatable videos, just making fun of life and relationships and everything. So if you want to follow me there and have a laugh, welcome to my page.
Brilliant. And that's the reason for the season. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have fun, not too much fun in Vegas.